G'day guys, what's going on? Welcome to my podcast. Here mate, we talk about all kinds of bloody topics, from fishing, beers, also too I get some very interesting people on here, just to see what their point of view is or what's going on and just have a good old yak. This is Having a Yak podcast mate, with me, your host Matt the Big Bear Edwards. Let's just have a yak, shall we? G'day guys, what's going on? Matt here again. Hope all is well with you. Well, what are you giving me that smile for? You're
Hey, it's alright. He's a laughing kookaburra.
yeah, I know. This is the second episode I'm actually recording up at my nana's place up in Gumbau with my nana and my mum, and she just had to say that there's a laughing kookaburra on her thingamabobby placemat.
Oh, Christ,
She's literally got kookaburras all
Start
over.
again. Start
No.
again, man.
no, keep going.
No, I'm
Put
not.
your hand in the
I'm not going to start again.
Just cut this out.
No, I'm not. Anyway, she just realised there's kookaburras all over the fucking place, but it's okay. So today, tonight, because we're doing this at night, I'm actually going to be getting my nana on here, and again, of course, to actually talk about her story and way she was brought up and how times have changed when it comes to, because she was born in 1940, not exactly the best of years in history, but that was just the way it was. Basically, like I said, we're going to talk about history and that type of thing and how it was back when she was a kid and growing up. I've also got my mum on here as well, and she's going to give her little pointers and that type of thing about how times have changed even when she was a kid. So how are we all tonight?
Very good.
Very good.
No, I need you to come forward a bit more to the mic. Are you comfortable like that or not? Are you sure? She can't stop. Why are you laughing?
I get the laughing because I'm going to say something funny.
Anyway,
start now.
We already have started.
Oh, no, me.
Yeah,
Oh,
say
right.
hello.
Good evening, is it? Good evening, is it?
Yeah, whatever you want to say.
Good evening. I'm on channel.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. This is going to be interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
okay, where were you born, Mother?
What?
I was born in Echuca, and my father and mother, they told me in my later years that they had to go to Echuca by horse and cart. And my mother said, well, I better get going because she's coming. So they took off, and I was born. Oh, and anyway, the years went on, and I started school when I was 5-year-old, and at the Leachville Primary School in Victoria.
Mm.
No one knows where it is. It's a little bush town, of course.
You blinking through it.
Basically.
But we all brought up there, and we had over about 50 kids when I started there at that time.
Yeah.
And then years went on. We had some crappy old teachers. But anyway, everything went well. But before we went to school, when I grew up a little bit more, about 10, 11, excuse me,
Yeah, that's right.
well, I had to milk a cow by hand before I went to school. Then we had to walk to school 4.5 miles at that time.
Which is probably, what, 6 Ks?
6
Yeah.
Ks to Leachville, yes. And the little school was up near a big craft milk factory, and all the milk from the farmers around, we're all farmers around here,
Yeah, it's all dairy country
all
here.
dairy, and we had to send our milk up to Leachville, and that's where I went to school. Then at 13 and a half I left school because I had to go out to work.
Yep.
Because my mother and father was only milking a few cows, and they had some peas in, and they had to pick the peas and sell them, and it was very hard going at that time.
So this was 53. So if you're 13, it was about 53.
53,
54,
yeah. I didn't go to high school because
No.
I wasn't allowed because I had to come home and go out to work.
Yep.
So I earned £5 a week.
Which is...
I done housework
Which is probably what, in dollars?
at $10.
About $10. And,
Yeah. And I had to give my mother £3 a week for board,
Yep.
and I kept $2.
Which
£2,
would have been,
sorry.
which would have been a fair bit of money back then,
It was
wouldn't
a
it?
fair bit of money, and I had to clean my brother's shoes for sixpence at that time,
Bloody old 60.
so he could go to the pictures, and I had to clean. That was a bit of pocket money for me.
Yep.
And anyway, in the meantime, we had used to trap rabbits, and my brother and I used to go out around the rabbit traps on a frosty night, and the ice was that thick on the ground, it's like snow. And I come back home. We used to put our feet in the old wood oven to warm them up before we went to bed.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, and we had to. And next morning we got up early, went around the traps, and we got more rabbits. We skunned the rabbits, and we had to leave all the kidneys inside, the little kidneys inside their body. And then we put them on our push bike, and we pushed them up to the main highway. 4 miles away up to the main highway.
Yep.
We sold our rabbits for sixpence a pair.
Jeez.
And we thought we was made. We thought we had millions in
You're
our
bloody
pockets.
millionaires.
Millionaires.
Basically, yeah.
Anyway, we had to give all our money. We didn't have any pocket money out of that. We had to give it all to our father and mother. So we had, I had 5 brothers and 2 other sisters. We had to get food from somewhere, so we had to put it all in the kitty and make sure we all had food. My mother used to make her own bread and cook all her own sauce and jam and everything, made everything. It was all home cooked.
No bloody supermarkets and that back in those
And
days.
we always had beautiful meals, a really hot meal when we come home every night.
Yep.
And we always had plenty to eat. That was the main thing. But we always had patched bloody dresses, and my mother always said, as long as it's clean, it's okay. As long as it's clean and tidy. And some days you'd go to school with no shoes because they couldn't afford to buy shoes
Yep.
for you.
Yep.
And that was my growing up days. But anyway, we all got through. And anyway, I got married and all the rest. We had a beautiful, wedding and everything. And we couldn't afford it. The mum and my father couldn't afford it, but we did have a good wedding. Then I produced 2 useless kids.
Oh, thanks, Mum. Thanks a lot.
Anyway, we all
I did a little curveball.
we all had a happy time. That's the main thing. And they've all grown up now, and they got kids, and
Yep.
I've got great grandkids,
Yep.
and enjoyed every one of them. At 80, I should be going well. Thank you very much.
Geez, that was quick.
That was all right, wasn't it?
No, we've only done 8 minutes.
We weren't done in 8 hours.
No, my average episode I
Yeah,
do...
but what did you do on a Saturday night, Mother?
Yeah, the whole
entertainment.
point is
Yeah.
that the whole topic is how times have changed since you were a kid to now. So
Well,
in some
yeah.
ways we could say,
You'd make your own fun, really, wouldn't you?
yeah.
Well,
what was the main thing when you were at school? What was your fun? What
Well,
did you
at
used to do?
At home.
Well, anywhere. Like school,
Well, we used to
home.
come...
You need a bit of water. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
well, we used to...
It just sounded like you just had a shot of whiskey, man.
Well, on a weekend we used to, we never had any TVs, of course. We only had a wireless. We used to fight over it to listen to Inspector West
Oh, Jesus.
of a night time at 6:45. And then every weekend we used to go out and pick peas with their mother and father. And one day my brother got lost.
Oh, Jesus.
And anyway, everyone was searching for my brother. They thought he was. We lived on the Gumbow Creek, and we thought he was in the creek. We walked up and down the creek, couldn't find him anywhere. And we come home, and we found him in behind the old couch. He was asleep.
No, Jesus.
And thank God for that, because we thought he drowned. But anyway, we all got... And anyway, another little brother I had to dinked at school too. And he was a little mongrel, George.
Oh, gee.
And anyway, when we was coming home one night, he said, go faster, go faster. And I said to him, no. So he put his foot in the front wheel and arse over I went over the hill, over the bar.
Handlebars.
Yeah, handlebars. And I fell off and he just went home and he said to his mother and father, he said, she hit me. And I got a hiding for that. And I'll never forget that. As long as I live.
Oh, Jesus.
You used to go to the movies too, didn't you?
We used to go to the Eliteful Pictures and we had to have a big old hall in there. It's still there today. And we used to reserve our seats every Saturday night. And of today, there's nothing there at all. There's not even a picture show, nothing there now.
No.
It's all gone. And everyone around here now is left because there's no work and all the young ones are gone away to work.
Well, soon
And they'll never be back because they shut the big factory down and that employed over 300 people.
Yep.
And that's why the Leachville's gone like a little ghost town now. Everyone's...
And a lot of the farmers' sons said you can stick to farms and they went off to work somewhere else too.
They had to because they had no work.
Yeah, no work
even
on
the
farms.
butchers.
And you talk about the city
butchers.
life, you want to get up in the bloody country and see about things and see what's going on today.
Yeah,
There's nothing left up here now.
yeah.
But we all produce the food for you people in Melbourne. Well, thank you very much. We produced food for years. But we haven't got anything to produce because they took the bloody water off us. There's no water now. And we still have to pay for it. I pay $14,000 a year here on this farm. And they still taking more water off us.
So when it comes to it, people, is that it's very similar in, I dare say in most countries it's probably very similar, where you get a certain amount of water. Even though the water's flowing out there, you can take as much water as you want.
No.
But it's the amount of water that actually you're allowed to use.
Yeah, but
on your property,
they only
isn't it?
a certain amount every year you get. So
Yeah.
many megalitres. And you talk about the tough times in the cities. You want to get up and see what's happening in the country. Get off your backside and get up here.
Yeah.
Well, what about the old droughts back when you were younger? There would have been some form of droughts back in those
Oh,
days.
we had. I'm speaking about when we went to school. We used to have dust storms, and my father always used to say, "When you're coming home from school, if there's a dust storm, ride your bikes home. Of course, go to a fence and follow
the
right
fence.
down the other end. Follow the fence along, and you'll always come out somewhere."
That's what you've always told us kids when we were all younger.
Yep.
It's the same thing if you ever get lost in the bush, always look for, especially at night time, look for the Southern Cross, keep following the Southern Cross. If you find a fence,
With
get
the dust
fence.
storm, yeah.
and just let it out. You'll be fine.
And my father and mother built a big old home, a mud brick home, and my brother used to suffer with asthma, that's Eddie. Or bronchitis, I mean, and all the dust used to come in through the cracks, you know.
Oh,
He built
bronchitis.
bronchitis, and then he had bad that. Then they built another house,
Pretty
and
nasty, that stuff.
we got a bit flasher. We built another house,
Yeah.
put more rooms on.
So what did you do as your jobs then? Well, besides being a farmer, what else did you end up doing?
I was housekeeping,
Housekeeper.
yeah, for £5 a week.
Yeah.
£5 a week
Which
in them
is
days,
literally...
and I give my mother £3 for the board,
Yeah.
and kept £2 for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
So-
got
So really-
sixpence off my brother for
Yeah.
cleaning his shoes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's
So
all
really
I
a
got.
big wage, wasn't it?
£5 a week.
That's the thing that kind of really annoys me, right? Like my generation and the ones later or after us, they whinge and bitch about not being able to get paid like $10 to do something or whatever like that. That $10
That
in
went a
someone's
long
hand
way.
Yeah.
back in your days was that much. You'd be happy as picking shit if you had £10, wouldn't you?
Oh, good.
Yeah, but they didn't have everything what they got today, though.
No, there's no
You didn't
bloody,
have
there's no
discos, Maccas.
Oh.
KFCs, there's no freaking takeaways, there's no
there's
supermarkets, no real.
And all
nothing
we
of
got
that.
for Christmas one year
No way.
was a packet of boiled lollies
Oh,
and the humbugs.
well, there you
And
go.
they were hard as rocks.
Oh,
Humbugs with chocolate,
Humbugs.
chocolate in the middle of them.
Yeah.
That's all we got for Christmas. But we all thought we was happy. We were all happy about getting that. And my mother used to, Christmas Day, we'd have a plum pudding and she'd cool the custard down. We used to have a little channel going past the house and with water in it, and that was her refrigeration.
Yeah.
She used to cool the custard down in the channel.
Yeah.
So it'd cool down. No fridges them days, no fridges.
You would have had a nice,
Yeah,
what do you call them?
Yeah,
What do you call them?
Coolgardie
Coolgardie
safe. Put
type
ice
thing
in the top.
for the meat.
Yeah, for the meat and that, to
Yeah.
keep it cool.
You're nothing like
And
now.
that's Christmas Day. But funny thing, one day we lost our custard. It all went down the channel, and we didn't have custard. So we
no,
had to,
not the bloody custard.
yeah. Anyway, this is true as I sit here. That is true. You can ask anyone.
Yeah.
Of my family, you know.
So that means if you...
And don't worry, we bloody battled, mate. We battled.
No, definitely.
Yeah, but you would have been happy though.
Oh,
Yeah, but we
Happy
happier.
family, though.
We're happy to what people are today.
Because back in them days,
We had nothing.
You had
but you
nothing.
people got everything today
Yeah.
and still never satisfied.
no,
Exactly.
but back in the day, you'd sit around the radio, listen to the radio,
Yeah.
and have your family time at the tea table.
And they
or
would have been...
dinner table.
We
they would have
were-
been the best times too.
Yeah,
We
and you
were
would sit around
we had to all sit up
and
to the
talk
table
and
and
talk.
talk about school.
about
Talk
the day.
About, well, what happened... okay, Beryl, what did you do today? George, what did you do today?
Anyway, my father used to, if you didn't eat your tea,
Oh, yeah.
he'd have a big stick up the other end with a big pear stick. Big fruit stick it was. And if you didn't eat, you get a whack on the hands. And anyway, you got it the next day.
Yeah,
Now, were you...
no
yeah.
such thing as
And
waste.
today, they tip it out. The food that goes to waste in Australia is unbelievable. That would feed a lot of little kids today overseas even, you know?
Yeah, geez, the food waste today is
Oh, it's terrible.
bullshit.
Unbelievable.
It's like...
Feed another family, 2 or 3 families.
Like
Yeah.
I remember, I don't know his name. I don't know anything about him. I just know him because my father used to work at some form of place. That he used to get all the bread and all the stacks of bread that he used to get, and he used to make the best milk. But even when I was working around supermarkets and that, and you even see him at the back. As we're going to get our groceries and put them into the car, you actually see them around the back dumping all this food into the bins.
Yes,
It's unreal
waste.
about how much waste there is. But back in your day, everything was made
Killed.
or baked or anything
My
yourselves.
mother never even bought a cake.
Yeah, well,
She baked everything, made her own bread.
why would you want to buy something when you can just make it with your own money?
Well, that's what
and-
you did.
And that's what what you did.
You had to do it, Matt, because you didn't have the money to buy the other stuff.
Well, okay, so
Wasn't there anyway?
all right,
No.
so let's just give a bit of a comparison then, all right? An average pack of bread is about what, $3?
$3.50.
$3.50.
yeah.
How much would a pack of bread back when you were 13? Back
I think a
53.
high tin was about, I'd say, I would, about $1.50, or, you know, it'd be $1.
pound.
No,
Shilling?
No,
What,
dollar.
just like a rough guess, Dana.
Yeah, 15, 15 shillings. 15 shillings.
So what would mean the
$1.05 for 50 cents, you know? That was 50. Yeah.
So what would that be today?
That's $1.50.
$1.50 today.
$1.50.
Yeah, $1.50, yeah.
See, that might be a freaking a small amount of money.
Oh,
But
yeah.
today, $1.50 is just like, oh yeah, there
Yeah,
you
but
go.
the old...
But
the
back
old,
then,
yeah, but we
it
never
would have
bought
been
much
different.
bread. We never bought much bread.
You
Mum would
wouldn't-
make
you
high
wouldn't.
tin bread.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be afford for the amount of kids.
No,
You wouldn't be
way.
able to afford to go and
No
buy your
way.
bread. You had to
can't-
do other
you can't
stuff.
do nothing.
Definitely not.
No.
It all went on the kids' back, you might as well say.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Because that amount of money could go towards well, what type of money?
Shoes.
Well, yeah, shoes, dresses,
Well,
material.
clothes.
Well, for my sister's wedding, I had to wear her dress, second-hand dress, the wedding. Her dress, it was.
But the
We had to
whole,
pass our clothes down, you know?
but the whole thing was about between these days and them days is that you had to do mate, you had to make do what you had, and you had to
Well, if
appreciate
you
what
didn't
you
have
had.
it, you didn't have it, you didn't miss it, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I still say, and this is me, being born in the 80s and that, I still say to this day that this generation now and my generation, in some cases, like I'm not talking all of them,
No,
I'm talking
some of
of them. They think they're bloody God's gift on earth, and they think they're entitled, and they're lazy old sacks of
Everything.
No,
shit.
the kids of today don't know half what
No.
God.
They don't hey, I grew up working on this farm as well.
No,
you
but
chucked me in the bloody cow shed 10 years old.
Yeah, I know. But the kids of today, I'm
No.
saying,
They wouldn't know.
they don't know half what went on when we were kids.
Exactly. Like,
We never starved.
They don't. Yeah, that's the
We
whole
never
thing.
starved. We ate a lot of rabbits
Yep.
and ducks.
But you had to do it.
Well, we had to.
You had to do it.
There would be a stew, a roast rabbit, a stuffed rabbit, a braised rabbit. You did running around like a rabbit.
It's just so. What would you do for milk? Did you have
We
yourself
had our cow, but we had to milk it before we went to school. I had old Brownie.
old Randy?
That's her name. Old Brownie the cow. We had to milk that cow before we went to school.
So you had that. So that was your dairy.
That's my day, my job.
So that one cow was your dairy. So that
And
was
you
your
used to have a
milk, the
bell on
butter,
it.
and all that type of
And
thing.
we used to go looking for it, and it'd be miles away. You had to bring it back home with so it'd follow you home again.
Oh Jesus!
Oh yeah, well that's what was done. It was done.
That was just one of those things.
Yeah.
But so that one cow produced all your dairy, so
All that
butter,
milk,
and milk,
no.
and all
Yeah,
that type
Mum
of thing.
used to make butter out of it, churn into cream.
Did she used to do the old? Because I've seen the old machines where you used to go, like used to go like big.
Yeah,
bloody thing.
to do the butter
Yeah.
and mix it up with the hands and churn it,
And you also got
separate the milk.
Don't you put lemon juice
No,
to make butter, or was that the
That's
was
lemon
like
butter.
cheese?
That's lemon butter.
What did she have to do to make the old cheese or make the old butter and back?
Well,
in
she
those
used to
days?
just to make the cheese and just keep on churning it
Yeah,
and put a bit of salt in it.
yeah. What
that's
she
all
used,
she done.
What she used to do was that
She
was for
made
the
a lot
butter.
of butter.
That was for the butter, was it?
Yeah,
Or that
butter,
was the
and
cheese?
homemade butter's nice.
Yeah, see, I've never tried homemade.
No,
butter.
it was really nice. We lived on it, Matt. We
Yeah.
had to.
And I remember
And do you know what? In the war times, they had rations.
that was actually I was nearly going to say that would have been even worse because
Well, they had rations when I was born.
like all the beef had to be donated or has to be under the military control.
Oh yeah,
because it has to
if
be all sent
if
to
you
the
had
meat.
we used to have chooks in it, and if you had a chicken for Christmas, you'd be lucky, you know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't get a leg of lamb or nothing like that.
No, you wouldn't be able to. It's all for the
See,
soldiers.
No, it's all too dear.
Yeah, or that
Yeah.
too. But everything had to
No,
be
we
donated.
never missed out on. Oh, well, you can see by me, you never missed out on many meals at all.
Yeah.
You know, we had good meals. My mother was always a good cook.
Yeah.
Always a good cook.
Well, what do you remember, Mum, when you were younger? Because I know you've already done your story on one of the other episodes. But what do you remember? Like, what do you think how times have changed since even you were younger?
No, we didn't have to make our own butter or go and get a cow in.
No,
But we still had cows to do
but we
of a
still had-
night time.
Still had your jobs to do.
After milking, after school, we have to come home and go down to dairy, wash the yard or milk or whatever.
Come up and get tea
Or
ready.
when I was younger, about 7, 8, I had to put tea on
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
because
true.
Dad, Mum were down in the shed. And
Pop would've
yeah,
been out
we
of the tractor.
still had to do stuff because we were on the farm. So we still had to do a lot of
You
stuff.
still had to do a lot of work. And what about, had you picking up sticks one day, 600 tree paddock or something?
Yeah, when they decided to blow all the bloody trees up, we had to pick up all
We
the...
had to clear all the property down.
I
yeah.
told that story, Mum, about the rubber hose.
Yeah, it's true too. That's true.
Where,
Slick picked up a rubber hose and bang.
yeah, because I wouldn't pick up sticks. I was getting sick of it. And
Yeah.
it was a bloody hot day. I was
don't
getting
know.
hot.
But we cleared all the
Hot
paddocks.
and shitty.
We
Yeah.
cleared all the paddocks, don't we?
Did all that. So we probably could say, oh, we worked hard,
Well, we
but
did.
really at the time you just done it.
Well, you just done
Well,
it.
we
just-
always we pretty well rewarded, like I was saying. You know, we used to go away every year
Oh, that's right. That's
for a
what
couple
we
of
would.
months.
Because we
And,
used to say, you all buck in, we all go away.
yeah,
All
especially
buck in.
the hay contracting. That's what paid the
Well, that's
holidays.
what Spec used to do, hay contract, and they paid a holiday every year.
Yeah. And there's not many people that can actually say
Say
they went
that.
away every year for 2 months.
That's right. And they had a good
And,
time.
That's every year too,
Every
isn't it?
year.
Every year.
Single year. For
Yeah,
Right.
decades.
we started when she was about. She got her tonsils out at 6-year-old. We went away.
Actually, we
couple
went
of months
away
later.
before that. Remember, we went to Adelaide with Nan
Yeah,
and Pop.
yeah, that's right too.
We went over there just to. Oh, why we went over there for? But we went
Went up
over
to
there.
Broken Hill too.
Yeah, so
the
we
car.
took him over there. But that was our first kind of little holiday.
Yeah, but their big one was on
And
the
then,
bus.
then Dad said, "Get your bloody tonsils out, and we'll go on the bus tour up
yeah,
to Darwin."
yeah, you went to that.
So I did. I hated it every minute of it. Not the trip, the tonsils.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Bloody injections in the butt every day.
Oh God.
To
But
keep
she
me
kept
well.
on getting tonsillitis. See.
Yeah, I was crook all
Yeah.
the time.
So-
But no, things. Well, I didn't have to walk to school. We rode to school.
Yeah, you rode to school.
And
around
then
here,
when I
Carolyn.
got to high school, I drove an old ute up to the corner.
So that's why I wanted you to come on here too, because we got from 1940 when Nell was born to 1953 when she was 13, and then a few years after that, it wouldn't have been really too much change from 13 to when you
Well,
got married.
I
to
left
Pop and
school to go to work, and I
Yeah.
had to.
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Didn't
But-
have the choice of high school.
I
in them
didn't have any
days.
choices. I was
Well, not many people would have went to high school.
So hang on. So if you were born in 62, you're 13 to 53. What bloody age did you get married to Pop?
19,
Jesus Christ!
and he was 21. Yeah.
22.
No, he was 21 because he's 3 years older than me.
Jesus. That was the other thing too back in those days. That you married young.
You got married young.
You got married young, but the thing is,
See, you always got married young and had your kids and they grew up with you,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Nowadays they're not having them until they're 40. They're
Or
too
30.
old.
Yeah, but they can't.
They got to have their
afford-
career first.
Well,
Oh, see,
fair enough.
that's the thing that really annoys me too.
But that's the biggest difference.
That's the difference.
That's the
Even when
real
we had
annoyance.
kids, you had them when you got married and
They
you
got,
settled in a little bit, and then
Finish that.
and then you had them
They grew up with you. That's
Yeah,
what
and
we
you-
said.
Yeah,
settle into working
Yeah.
and kids and everything else. But now
Everything-
people they
everything's
get
all about the
themselves
jobs. It's all
no,
about the
no,
jobs
no,
now.
no. But now they go to careers.
Yeah,
Well, the
Or
careers,
they
yeah.
get themselves
they-
that big
don't want kids.
mortgages.
They don't want kids.
They actually can't afford to have a kid.
They can't afford to
but,
have
but
children.
but there are some people who actually do have kids, Mum, and still can't afford to have them
No,
because they've got all these big flashy cars and
yeah,
big bloody houses
that's
and that
more
type of
important.
shit.
But that's their choice.
That's their business.
That's their choice. I'm
I've
not
got
bloody saying
one
nothing.
particular person
I'm
at
just
work.
saying.
She said she never wanted to have kids. Her thing was the career.
Yeah.
And I said, well, that's your choice. But when
Well-
you get old and lonely,
Well, that's
Well,
right.
I
but
remember-
that's
That's her choice.
that's her choice, though.
I remember another certain person who said that.
I was never getting married, and I was never having kids,
Jeez, Mum, thanks for admitting that. Right
and
now.
I was never going to marry a Collingwood supporter. Well, I stuffed up everything.
He got rid of you.
It's all right, Mum.
But I got rid of the.
It's all right, Mum.
Rid of the
I'm
problem.
here, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
I got rid of my problem, but he died.
Well, he always said he was going to go bloody feet first from his place, and he,
He did
bloody
too.
did the
He
shit.
did too. And Pop,
Bloody shithead.
he was a bloody hard worker too.
He's a hard worker, all
Oh,
right.
he's a bloody
He
hard
come
worker.
home for...
But that was back in the day when they did work.
well, he
Now
worked-
they got their big rotaries.
They got
the-
these big tractors with air conditioners on them.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
and they always said, oh, geez, look at that spec phone down there. He's got no air conditioners out that real hot sun.
Yeah, but he loved it though. He loved the
He
heat.
loved
He loved
it.
the heat.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid and sitting here waiting for Pop to come home for the roast and that,
He would,
and he would
could sit
come
on
home in the bloody tractor.
His face.
his
I can see
face
his face.
bloody hanging off,
Yeah, heaps of dust out.
and he used to be all dirty. And
Oh,
now, just don't take the wrong idea with this, guys. When I say this, he used to be all bloody black on around the bloody
Yeah,
face.
from all the dirt and dust.
Take all the bloody hanky off. He was all freaking pure white around his mouth.
Yeah.
yeah, but he had to keep the dust out of his nose.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God, he used to come home dirty.
Oh Christ, yeah.
But
Especially
yeah,
when
but that
we
was
done the planes.
but
and
that's
that.
what you done.
That was our holiday.
Yeah.
And he worked hard for the holiday.
Eve,
Then
oh,
Rook
yeah.
worked hard too, bringing all the hay in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kept
Oh,
on
those
saying,
bloody
well,
hay
it's a
bales.
holiday. We all got a holiday out
I
of
had to
it.
go on the shift to tractors.
Yeah, you had to take it out to Piccadilly one night.
Yeah, didn't you say you had to go and swap the tractors over? For some
Yeah.
reason?
If Dad was finished, say, raking at blah
Oh,
blahs,
out of the
and had to go out to blah
Pyramid Hill
blahs.
somewhere.
He'll chuck on the bale on the other one, wouldn't
Yeah,
he?
he would swap over whatever, and then I'd take the spare because we had 2 tractors.
2 tractors.
Yep.
And I'd
Two
take the
fares.
spare one to the next job, which could...
So
One
yeah,
stage there was over near Pyramid Hill. Mount Hope,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, Piccaninny.
And that was a long one, but I had me little headphones on with the radio, so I was all right.
and I know too for a fact, 'cause I've driven that tractor a fair bit when I used to do the farm work on it with Nathan and that. It was good fun driving that little tractor.
Yeah, I didn't
around.
mind it. And then you have to have to rush home because
Milk at all.
at the time my brother he had a herd over the other side of the channel.
Yeah, that's right.
So Mum would help me to about
Down here.
half the herd here, and then go across and milk over there, and I'd finish up the other half a herd here
Yeah.
and clean up. We'd have to do 2 herds twice a day
Yeah, that's what we had to do.
while they were
Doing
Roo
the
was
hay carting and that.
Roo was hay carting and
Vic was pressing.
Dad was pressing or raking
Well,
or
1 year he done 40,000 bales of hay.
yeah.
1 year,
Jesus.
Yeah.
true, that was true.
That was a big year really
Had
for
a big
hay.
year.
Because I remember when we had to go out to the plains and
those
take
were
him
good
sandwiches and that type
Well,
of thing.
both were Gilbers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if I wasn't doing tractors and that, Mum would be making up meals.
You used to
I used to have to go and take them out to the either hay carters or to Dad
Workers.
to give them
They
something
had a
to
good
eat.
meal too, didn't they?
Yeah, hot meal every bloody day.
Yeah. Gee, that was hard.
But anyway,
That was hard though.
it was, but we done it.
We done it though. Come home and you wouldn't get any sleep. You just go to the cow shed, milk out.
Yeah, you go to
Do the same thing
milk,
every day.
and then it'd be daylight savings, of course, and then we'd be having tea about 7:30,
Yeah.
and then Dad would come home about 9, and then you have tea, and then you just bugger
You
this,
you
go to
just
bed,
exhausted.
and the next day you do it all again.
Yeah.
And that's true.
And we do that for probably 3 months with the
Yeah.
hay and that. But at the end of the day, though, we had good
We
holidays.
did have good, and they weren't short of. We weren't short of money to have a good time up at service.
No.
$100 a day cost.
But you could go away then too, Mum's a lot cheaper.
It's not cheap.
Even though
at all.
at the time you probably thought, oh, this is expensive, but it was actually bloody
Well-
cheap compared today.
Well, that's the thing. This is the next part, right? So we've done the schooling, we've done the hard work from the on the land there at home. Now it's time for the holidays.
Well, we'd go away and then, but then depending which way you wanted to go. But I mean, we'd go up to the surface and we'd be in the caravan parks and that anyway.
Yeah.
Or we'd go into a unit or something. We could get in there a unit for about $400 a week
Yeah.
when we took you kids up.
Yeah.
But now that same unit, you're looking at probably $2,000 for the week.
So
Yeah,
that's
that's right.
bullshit how much
It's
bloody
all
shit's
money
worth these
now.
No,
days.
but that's
Well,
because
that's right.
because all the wages have gone up.
They're all gone up.
Everything's gone up.
That's all right.
That's what I mean. You know, it's good to get a good pay rise, but when you get a pay rise, everything goes up with it.
Yeah. That's
Your
the only
fuel,
great
your
problem.
food.
And I
All
wanted
the
to say
rest of
something about my father too.
Yeah, go ahead.
When he was a young fella, he used to go out to the bush and cut what was he,
Sleepers.
sleepers.
Yeah.
And that was his living, and cutting sleepers. And that means they'd put them on the railway lines. That's how they used to build the railway lines up. For
And then he became a water bailiff.
no, I'm just going to get the...
Oh, right, yes.
Anyway, he used to... the boats used to come up the river, and they used to load up the boats with sleeper slabs so they could go into Echuca.
That was the paddle steamers, wasn't it?
Yeah, the paddle steamers used to out here at the river. We were only 2 kilometres off the river.
The old Murray River.
Old Murray River,
Yeah.
and it tells a lot of stories. The old Murray River. He
Bloody
used to
hell,
load
yeah.
up all the wood, and there's 2 big poles still standing where they done it. And I've always wanted the historics of Kahuna to put a sign there to say where it was loaded, all this wood. But they've never done it in all my day.
Maybe you should go to the council.
No, the sure I wouldn't take in those.
Hey, if you, but if you got some historic people like...
The historics I asked, and they won't do it.
Why?
what was the reason?
And
they
Huey
gave
Church has been on to them too, because his father and my father used to cut sleeper slabs.
What was their reason, though?
I don't know. They wouldn't do it.
Gee, I reckon we might have to get onto that, I think.
And the 2 poles are still standing where the boat used to tie up while they loaded them.
Yeah.
They had a bridge out to load them all.
And I reckon if you guys want to know what we're really talking about with the paddle steamers, look at a TV series called All the Rivers Run.
Yeah.
That'll give you a pretty good
Idea of the river.
Of what it was all about.
Yeah.
But that was...
In them days, they used to cut wood.
Oh, yeah.
You know, hard work, that cutting wood.
Bloody, he used to cut these big, massive trees down.
Yeah.
Get about
But you can't do it now, don't you?
horses just to drag the bastards up and try and load them onto the bloody paddle
They
steamer.
wouldn't use horses, Matt. They'd be pulling them up themselves.
Wouldn't they? Well, wouldn't they? They'd have to use some form of horses, wouldn't they?
No.
Or just
Draft
themselves.
horses they used.
Yeah, those big whopping bloody things.
Yeah, the big ones with the big feet.
Yeah, they're the
draft
ones
them.
I'm more referring to.
They draft horses.
Cloverdales, are they?
No, yeah, well, some are, but
Okay, what
they
do you call
draft horses, I call
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
All
They got
I-
that big fusty feet.
Yeah,
All I know, if Pot was still alive, he would love this.
yeah.
He would get on here.
He'd bloody talk for
He would
hours.
bloody talk for hours.
He'd tell you everything.
But no, I reckon that should be a bloody good thing we should do too, is trying to get that bloody plaque up. It's just saying, there's a bit of history there. You know?
Oh, that's what I said. There's history out
There's a bit
there.
of history, yeah.
But
they
is
got
that
the-
under Cuyuna or is that under Echuca?
Echuca. Henry Roger.
So who did you ask? You asked Alexa
Storix.
from Echuca?
No, Cuna.
Well, they're a part
They
of
should
Echuca.
do it because they do the river.
Yeah,
over.
but you might have to ring up the bloody Echuca one, I reckon.
Oh,
But
might as
then
well talk
you
to
never
the
know.
wall.
Yeah, sometimes.
The wall might answer you though.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, but then, if that happens, that means you got to start to get a bit worried.
No, it is getting worried if you have wall such agent.
So when you started doing the holidays and how times have changed and that, like we were talking about the other day with your other one that we were on here for, the travelling one, lots of different things actually have changed when it comes to prices and how things actually are happening, how things have changed about how people, like we talked about this the other day, about even by the toilets. It's changed. Like you used to go on an old tin bloody thing. With
Yeah,
just an old frickin' hole in
the
the
outback toilet.
The out toilet, they call it.
The out toilet.
and make sure there's no spiders or snakes
They
down
used
the
to have a
hole.
hole, just a big hole, you know?
Yeah.
And then they shift the toilet around and cover it in that hole and dig another one.
And hopefully there was no snakes in it.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
Spiders. Spiders.
No, I could go for hours.
Up
What
in
a-
Queensland, when we used to go up there, you'd go to a public toilet and you have a toad up your butt.
Yeah, no.
The
Oh,
old
bloody
cane
cane
toads.
Cane toad.
They would come up the toilet.
Yeah, and the frogs
Oh,
too, frogs,
Jesus.
little frogs.
The green
They used to
frogs.
use them for bait, the
Yeah.
little frogs.
Yeah.
Oh, what for?
Fishing. But you're not allowed to use them now.
Oh, gee. They used to use the frogs for fishing.
Yes, the little
Oh.
wee grey ones. We used to, when we was a kid, we used to go around and get frogs off the trees there under the bark
Yeah.
and
use them
get
for
them
bait.
for bait, yeah. Good for codfish.
For marigods.
Oh, shit.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You're not allowed to use them now.
Oh, Jesus.
The frogs are protected.
They're protected now.
It's okay. We're not using frogs.
No, we're not using
frogs were
and no
harmed.
turtles, but we feel like it sometimes.
No frogs and turtles were harmed on during this podcast. But what are you laughing at?
No,
No, you're smirking. What
I'm empty.
you looking at another drink, man?
No, it's all right.
What the fuck
Yeah,
is
I'm,
that?
I'm very dry.
What was the tongue motion? like a lizard.
She's been a lizard. It's all right.
Oh,
I think respite for mother. Anyway,
You got to act silly.
I know.
if you don't, just, I didn't need to see that.
So people.
Anyway,
I bet you. Bet you a lot of people.
They wouldn't even know how to laugh. You gotta laugh.
If you
The
don't
best,
laugh,
the best medicine
he's laughing.
is
laughing.
laughing. Is laughter.
it's bloody humour.
If you can't laugh at yourself,
No, but I mean,
if you can't laugh at yourself, you have got a major
A
problem.
big problem.
Just laugh.
just laugh.
But that was
And talk
that was
to
the-
everyone. How are you today? Hello.
what? It just goes on. Hey, go on and blah, 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 blah. Just stick your tongue out.
Oh, God.
Anyway, moving right along.
No, anyway, it's good fun, isn't it?
And I also remember too.
I tell you what, it's good to be alive, isn't it?
I remember
At
when
your age, yes. But
Matt,
yeah, it is,
Matt,
it is,
Matt,
it
Matt,
is.
Matt.
What?
I remember too. One year,
Do you cut any of this?
probably
Well, a
not.
little bit, but
Yeah,
that
yeah.
this is all right. This is
No,
good.
One
really,
year,
it's-
the calf prices were really good, and we collected all the money. And Dad says, "I will buy an organ." And I used to have this bloke come out, Brian Roberts.
He died too.
Yeah, he died years ago, poor bugger.
He kicked the bucket.
He was a really good teacher, but then I'd have to practice all the time.
Oh, yes.
And Dad would come and say, "Have you practiced today?" And I'd say, yeah. Right, play
Play
me
it for
something.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd stuff it
He
up.
could pick it up and play though, couldn't he?
And
Check, good
and this
night,
one
ladies.
particular night was a Saturday night, and this was about the Thursday. He said, if you could play, keep practicing, he said, on Saturday night we're going to take you in to see Grease.
The
Was
movie.
Was it the
No,
movie
no.
at the drive-in?
Yeah,
Was
I
it
don't know.
Grease?
I don't know now.
Well, it wouldn't be Jaws.
No, it
Like
was
that.
it was one of those movies anyway, because we used to go to the drive-in at Echuca, and you used to sit in your car and put the little speaker into your window, and then hopefully not run off with it.
Yeah.
A lot
Drive
of
off with
people used to drive off with it.
Into the speakers.
Now they actually put it through
Yeah.
your radio.
I know that.
And
It's all,
there's
some are
still-
open up now.
There's one at still one at Coburg.
I think that actually is the last one.
Yeah,
Think so.
That actually is the.
But anyway,
last
I remember he came in. He says, "Have you been practicing? You been practicing?" I said, "Yeah, never practiced." And next thing, we're not going. Well, that was a bad night. But we used to, I remember before
Did
that.
you go to
Before that,
ADCDD?
ACDC, yes, back in
Chuka?
74.
That little bloke was playing the guitar?
Angus, yes.
Angus. Yeah.
one. Old Angus Young.
But
Yeah,
I still remember
we were in
though.
today when he did it on. He played in that big oval there.
Yeah.
Chuka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still remember though when we used to go to the movies, Rue and I, my brother and I used to have a sleep in the afternoon because we were only little. We were young.
Oh, yeah.
We would only been probably 6 and 8 or...
Oh,
Yeah, I think that was
anyway.
about 6 or 7. I think we started going to the movies.
Yeah.
That was a big deal actually going to them pictures
Yeah, pictures.
Yeah.
at the drive-in.
Well,
Yeah.
we used to reserve our seats at least.
Yeah.
They were packed.
Well, what they call back in the old days, probably what the picture show, the fucking
Picture theatre,
Picture
Picture
theatre.
theatre.
which you go to an old hall and
Oh,
they
well,
put
the old hall at least
put
had
the old-
pictures.
put the old reel of
And the
film
wheel
on.
on. Anyway, the conch out and everyone go, shoosh. So whistling and throwing lollies around, bang, in the dark, see?
Yeah.
Anyway, it come back on, over there.
Hey, there we go.
Here we go again. Out she went again, blacked out. Whistling, carried on. The love whistles and it.
I remember watching some of the old
Jesus,
movies
good.
and that when they used to start, it used to go. Did you go
Yeah,
back?
like that. And the old Huey Leach used to do it at the back.
Oh,
And, you know,
Jesus.
and anyway, it was that quiet, real quiet. You know, everyone would be sitting there watching the picture. Someone would send a Jaffa down the aisle, you know how they
Yeah,
go.
Oh,
they used to
the
do
old
that at
Jaffa and
Chuka
Jaffa,
too.
the lolly, the
Yeah,
lolly.
yeah, dang, dang.
Oh, talk about everyone to shit themselves.
Oh, bloody hell.
Used to do that in Chuka pictures
Yeah.
too, the pyramid
Pyramid,
pictures,
is
pictures, I think.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, the old wooden steps
old
and that going down to the
Yeah, that's a good old.
the
yeah,
chairs
fun.
and
Just a bit of fun.
roll the old
And
raffle.
so people used to blow bubble gum and go pop, you know,
Used to scare
like
black
that, go
people
bang,
with that,
you
doing
know.
that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. That'd go all over your face. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Uh,
But they were the good old days
were good
because they were the
days.
That-
innocent
yeah.
days.
You miss that.
And
yeah, well, they were
like
the
now,
official, the instant
People don't
days.
do that
They were
now.
the
They,
good days.
No.
they're killing people, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't
know?
go out and be a,
You
a
can't
com-
go out and have a good night.
completely be
because You
safe.
might get knocked off or
Well,
raped or...
Well, it's like when you used to
terrible.
say, right? You used to be able to leave your house unlocked, your car's unlocked,
Well, that's right.
and not worry about a bloody thing.
Well, we went away over there, at that place over there, for 2 months. It was
Yeah.
never locked.
Yep.
You never had anything knocked off?
No.
No. But see, when we started going on holidays, in what the 90s, thousands, and that, you always had to make sure everything was
Oh,
locked.
yeah.
Well, that was the start of a lot of theft and
That was just a lot of
drugs.
shit.
A lot of
Drugs
drugs
Oh,
started.
drugs,
They don't know what they're
And,
doing.
you know, all that kind of stuff. And then people, unfortunately, would get on it and then they got desperate for money and that's when they'd all
Hey,
started.
robberies. It's robbery.
And then next thing you know,
shocking.
now, like, people get king hit. They get
It's
stabbed.
terrible.
Like I said to
A
you,
17-year-old boy the other day
I know.
at school.
I know.
And he's a lovely boy to be. He's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And,
He probably done something wrong within the kids, but I mean,
You don't have to do
You
that.
You don't have to kill him.
Yeah, but
that.
there's a 13-year-old boy, girl in there.
Yeah, but I remember back when we used to start going out at 18, 19, over to the bloody clubs and that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't
The
have
blokes
that.
would get drunk and they'd belt the hell out of each other. Next thing they'd be back up the bar having a drink together.
Yeah.
And
I know.
they would have
And
been
it was-
best mates for their life.
Yeah, it was all over and done with, but now they just say,
They don't.
oh, sorry, I spilled your drink, and next thing you'd be
You'd
stabbed.
be down on the floor and be stabbed.
And
Yeah.
it's
It's not
just
on
so
now.
wrong.
It's wrong now.
Really
And it's
wrong.
getting more like America every day.
Yeah.
in my book.
Unfortunately,
It's getting
You
like
really,
America.
you really can't go out
You cannot go out.
safely now on your own.
No, you can't.
It's like him going up the streets, and you can't do it now.
No,
You cannot.
no.
You can't let him go.
You can't trust anybody.
You can't trust
Unfortunately,
You can't trust anyone walking
No.
behind you now.
no.
I wouldn't walk up the streets of Melbourne if you give me $10,000.
See, the whole thing is too is that like I'm no bloody macho. I'm not. That's not that. But you always got to look around you.
But you always
You
find
always got to make sure. No, I'm not going to say necessarily you always got to be ready, but you just got to be a bit wary of your surroundings.
Cautious.
You got to be a bit
Cautious,
cautious
that's what I mean.
about what's
And
going on.
you got to think, Christ, what it is, it's bad out
You
here.
just don't know.
Like,
And it's not just in the city either.
No, it's no, it's not.
No, it's not.
It happens
No,
where
it's
we
not.
live, but I'm not mentioning where we live. But the whole thing is
Did you
that's
get any
just the
trouble
way
there?
it goes
You
now.
get much trouble there? Huh?
Yeah, a little bit. It's a lot to do. It's
not-
more
not-
to
not
do
as
with.
much, but not as
It's more
much.
to do with a little bit of gangy stuff, but not much.
Nah.
It's a lot more to do with people owing money to people.
Yeah, well, it's all right.
It's not, not exactly.
You wouldn't have anyone bashing on the windows, though, would you?
No,
No.
definitely not.
No, but anyway,
Oh, that's
no,
there anyway.
no.
No.
I got me killer cats anyway.
Hey?
I got me killer cats.
Oh,
What?
cats are there.
What, the one that goes, yeah, and the other one goes,
Yeah, people see old Topsy Hawes on her own now. Ellen Hall died.
yeah.
And she can't live in Echuca.
No,
She can't. She hears noises all the time.
yeah, that's in her head. But unfortunately, to her though, it might be someone outside.
Well, you
And
don't
most
know.
likely there could be because that's
You
what
don't-
they do. They play on the old people.
Oh, that's right.
And see
They
that,
go around and bang on the door windows just to be complete
Well,
morons.
one night I thought I heard the bang on the door, but I just stayed
well,
there.
see, that's one thing I will say to you now. I don't think you'd be able to survive in, say, Echuca. You
No,
wouldn't. You
no,
wouldn't go
no, I
into
wouldn't
town.
go
You wouldn't
anywhere.
because you're so used to being in a very nice, quiet area here.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I get a lot of
Well, on the
cars go
farm,
through.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
hear motorbikes going through at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's not as bad as in town where you hear all noises.
Like all
Always
like
hear the
cars
noise.
and
I
that.
always hear cars going through.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The
you're not
lights are
hearing like people arguing next door. You're not hearing bloody.
Oh, I
people
know.
carrying
I got
on
no
over
one
the
next
road.
door. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
honestly
lot
don't
more
think you'd be able
peaceful.
to handle it. Yeah, it's a lot more peaceful.
All I
a
got to
lot more
do,
quieter.
if there's anyone around and it's giving me trouble, I press that button
Yeah.
there, and I can get them to ring the police.
Yeah, that is important to like a medical thing if
Yeah.
something happens.
It's like her own.
Yeah,
Like alarm system.
it's an alarm
Yeah.
system because if
Kind
I
of
press
like
that
alarm
button,
system.
I can get them straight away.
Yeah.
They don't 24/7.
It's like it's like
It's a medical alert.
It's like a
Alert
medical thing,
button.
yeah.
Yeah, medical.
Like say if you tripped
Medical
over or something like
alert.
that, you can push that
Oh,
button
shit,
and they'll
yeah.
get onto you straight
I got a
away.
green one over there too. It's a mobile phone sort of thing over there flashing.
Oh yeah.
You take that
right.
with you when you go out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a flashing one.
How come you don't take it out with us?
I didn't today.
Why?
Oh, when I go to Melbourne, I do, in case I have an accident or something. I
Yeah.
can call, ring it and they'll call an ambulance.
Hey, we could have hit a snow on the way out.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Poor
No.
snail.
Poor son. It's easy to be squashed.
No.
But no, times have definitely changed.
Well, they have changed.
They have changed.
Some things they've got better.
Some things they've got
Because
better.
it's not
I
so
will-
hard.
Yeah.
But
But other things are not, because we have completely lost that family connection.
Yes.
And I can say, well, possibly.
Do you know why?
Possibly one
Do you know why?
positive thing that's come out of the
Do you
virus.
know why that? No, don't blame the virus.
No.
This has happened before that. When the young ones got married today, they don't sit around the table, and their children don't be told to sit around the table. Some do, and some don't.
On the phones.
On the phone, I'm sorry to say, those phones, they are good. I'm not running them down.
But they're
But
bad.
they are bad for entertainment. You go out, everyone's on the phone.
Yep.
Hey, we nearly ran over someone today, didn't we?
Yeah, and I told her, get the bloody phone out of your hand.
Yeah.
This bloody silly girl as will turn off from a
I
church.
said to Matt, near the police station there.
Yeah,
The
and then that's what I said.
No,
bang,
that's
you
what
been run
happens
over,
though.
'cause
That's what happens though. They're always on the phones, not watching where they're walking.
Yeah, but the whole thing was, it wasn't for
She kept-
her. I think it was her father or some bloke.
I said
who
to you-
actually was, he pulled her back a bit because she kept on freaking walking.
Keep them walking, but she's on the phone.
But what
Silly bloody
that's
bugger.
what I was
If
trying
Matt
to
had
say,
the window
Mother.
down, I would have said,
Oh, jeez, I was tempted to do as well.
Maybe one positive thing that's come out of the virus is that the mothers and the fathers
spend a bit of time with
have
their
been
children.
told to stay home with their kids,
And they
Yeah.
don't like it.
But
and they
that's,
don't like it. But
but there's also been a negative thing for that too.
no,
Mum.
but
Because of that
it
too.
has been a good thing too. One good thing about I had, especially where we live, a lot of fathers have been riding around on their bikes with their kids.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
good. And they
That's the positive
too.
side. The bad side's been that they can't stand it and they just want to get out next in these big arguments.
Yeah,
And
no.
that's the other thing.
That's the bad thing.
And then there's a
That's
lot
the
of
bad thing
there's a
about
lot
it.
of mental stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
they're
they're out of money.
even when we
That's
we
all.
were younger, Christ, we had to sit at the table. The TV was only on for the news, and if you spoke
And the weather.
and the weather, if you spoke through that news, you got a backhander.
I remember getting a fork on the bloody on the hand
Yeah.
from Pop.
Because we talked
Oh,
it through whatever it was. Might have been the news or something.
No, I done the worst thing ever.
Well,
When we used to have ice blocks, and Pop used to sit on the left hand side or right hand, or the left hand side on my side. I used to sit on the opposite him, and he used to do that. And we had ice blocks. And I was doing ting 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 ting
Break
ting
them
ting
up.
ting 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 ting. But it was the worst freaking part of the news.
Irritating.
It was the freaking weather.
yeah, the
It
weather
was
was
the
on.
most important. Pop, I don't think Pop really gave a shit about the news itself.
No, it's the
He
weather.
cared more about the
well,
weather
'cause
than
it
anything
worked
else.
next day, so.
Especially for the hay season.
Especially for the hay
Can't
season.
get that wet.
But we did. We sat at the table, even dogs hot.
Go and the drink.
But even going into your grandparents for Christmas and that, we
Yeah.
all sat
Oh,
around the
yeah.
Yeah, we
table,
had good times in there.
and we all, whoever's available, apart from Nana, we said, no, you're not washing up dishes. We used to clean all the dishes up and that.
Yeah.
Oh, she cooked tea.
Yeah, she cooked a lunch or whatever. And the other
Tea
Nana
or-
would cook tea, and we'd have to clean up there too. That
Yeah,
was.
that's all
it's
right.
like-
But that's what you done. But what they do now is they turn up 2 hours late.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And g'day, how you going? They feed their faces and off they go. They
Yeah.
don't even offer to help clean up.
Don't do
It's
nothing.
just stuff like that. Like now, kids stay in their bedrooms.
No, the kids are not made to do anything because you're not allowed to touch
No,
them.
no.
Well, it's like, well,
I'll
actually,
touch 'em.
And I don't believe in kids being in bedrooms either.
actually, I will bring that up. When we were younger and we started getting a bit older and that, Christmas time was my favourite time of the year.
Yeah, that's a good part, yeah.
Especially when Pops were alive and that. That was probably the best times of the year.
Josie was just talking about it the other day.
Yeah.
He used to love all those little kids sitting out the door.
Bloody
Wait-
Jonesy, he was a shithead, but he's a tickless.
Wait out
he was
there.
a tickless.
No, don't wait out the door. Santa. He's Santa.
Oh,
Coming up the
Jesus.
road with Wayne in the ute.
Yeah, in the blue
Hey,
ute.
and-
And
Little kids, you see.
this was a good mate of my father's. He
Oh,
come
yes.
out for Christmas because they never had really anyone at home.
Oh, jeez, I should get him on here. too.
And he would dress up as Santa for our kids. There was only 4 of them at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had a ball, and he had a better time.
He loved it.
He just loved it.
And now Emma's asked him, up there for Christmas when Pippa gets older.
Oh, yeah.
So she'd be Santa Claus. And he said, I'd love to do that.
Oh, of course, you'd be an old Santa.
He'd be an old Santa.
But the whole thing is, though...
It was so good.
But, you
But they
know...
were the best times.
When our kids were... Or when we were kids and got Christmas presents, we were happy if we got a couple of things.
Yeah, so
Now, they want everything.
They want freaking... I'm sorry, no. They want freaking bloody iPads,
they
computers,
want
cars,
iPhones.
houses,
And
every
you know
single
what?
freaking thing.
They look at it and go, oh, yeah. Is that all I got? You probably spent $1,000 on them.
Well, I wouldn't sorry
we
to say, I wouldn't mind giving that kid a freaking backhand if he ever said that.
But that's what they're like
It's
now.
just spoiled.
Too spoiled.
Spoiled and entitled. That they
No, you
deserve that bloody
you
thing.
owe them something.
Yeah, that's
and they
entitlement.
don't do nothing.
No.
But no, you don't, because all the shit that we got, over years, things have gone missing and broken over time. But all the stuff that I've ever got from you, especially that truck, that bloody truck that orange truck that see, I remember the bloody presents, the orange truck that you gave me, that made all the noises like all the
you're
honks
all
and that
trucks
type of thing.
and trains, so...
And I kept that truck for years.
Well, look at that one under there. That's Drew's.
Yeah, down there, yeah.
Because it was never let outside.
Yeah. But the whole thing is
Now
that
they just wreck them. They just wreck stuff.
they just reckon we
I used to go to Coburg every year. You know that?
Yeah.
You go, you didn't know where
No.
the toys come from?
Yeah.
And that's where Coburg, down to Toyland.
Yeah.
And I'd buy things, big truck,
Yeah, I
Tram.
remember one year.
things,
I
here we
remember
go.
one year we were Christmas Eve. I was about 15, I reckon, and my brother was about 17. And it's Christmas morning, we get up and we said, "Oh, what the hell? Santa hasn't even come yet."
Yeah, we were told.
And then we were told, "Go back to bed, Santa slept in."
Santa. Oh, it's funny them days.
Oh,
They were good
Jesus.
days.
But it didn't matter though. It didn't.
Yeah,
Who's
it's fun.
kid-
The,
oh,
kid, the
you
kids
really
get
thought.
up nowadays and just
Oh, well.
But
But you
you know
don't see. We
no
know.
excitement.
We don't hear no noises in the street.
No
You used
excitement.
to.
Oh, yeah.
You used to see kids riding bikes around, scooters around,
Nothing now,
skateboards
though.
around.
And being that's not one thing. What's one difference between back then to now?
They're not happy.
They're not happy.
Not freaking happy.
They're not. Our days.
No
were-
one's happy.
We had nothing, but we were happy. We had nothing, but
Yeah.
we were happy.
But you were happy.
Just water for me too, please.
You were happy
I
with
shouldn't
just.
be drinking all that water.
You literally were. I'm sorry to say no, but you would have been happy with just a freaking
Half, please.
the old what were they called? You used to have the ball on the string. And the little cup thing.
yeah,
you
yeah,
flick
yeah,
it up and
yeah,
try to get
yeah,
it.
No,
yeah.
the cups.
No, you have to. I have to get the right mic in. You have to try and get the ball into the cup. You used to flick it up. See if you can flick it up. It used to be on a string.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yes.
And that thing type of thing, they used to flick it up. They used to be big. They used to be big in the 60s and in the late 50s.
No, I can't remember the egg in the hole. No.
I think that was a nickname for them. I'm pretty sure. Mum, you have to go closer to the mic. I can't hear you.
No, just trying to think what it was called. I know they used to have the bat and the ball. That was
Yeah.
Yeah, the you
but
have to try and
then
make the rhythm
before
of
that
it.
they used to have the cup.
I don't remember that.
No, I can't remember the name.
Yo-yos, that's all I remember doing up and down, up and down.
Well, if you guys remember, send me a message on my Facebook page because we can't remember. But no one's.
No kids are satisfied this
Oh,
year
you can spend $500 on a kid, they wouldn't be satisfied. Oh, is that all?
because all they do is they sit in their bedrooms, they're on the phones, on
Well-
their PlayStations, Xbox,
Hey,
iPhones.
hey, I am guilty of one thing. Mum bought me a Nintendo and a PlayStation and all that type of shit. But we were, especially Nintendo 64, I remember that. But we were so happy and so grateful.
But
looked
we
up-
used to all sit on that and play that because we made sure we got a full game up.
Yeah.
And we used to sit
Yeah,
there
good
and
fun.
play Mario Golf and Mario
Oh, he
Kart.
used to have but Mario.
Mario.
Yeah, he used to jump those bloody little stones.
Yeah, but that was back, we used to play with each all the time, but kids today, no, they don't come out of their
When
bedroom.
when we were kids, we used to make up our own cricket team.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
And-
that's the other thing.
That's the one thing I used to say about Christmas. They say, "Oh, you know, what did you do? We'd play at Christmas time."
We play cricket.
And
or
I'd say
something.
we'd go in, especially into Nana.
violence, yeah. Violence.
That's fine,
Nana's
that's fine, it's fine.
in Echuca, we would actually play cricket.
There was no violence. It's fine, mate.
Yeah.
So,
Not Nana Church because she was in Gumbow. We didn't do much.
No, we didn't do much there.
They were very exciting, those cousins. But all the boys,
we
the
all
boys of
there.
the Firelands, well, we all played cricket. Maria and I were the only girls out of about bloody 100 kids, 100 boys.
See, that was the thing. There was Charcoal, Darren, Jack, or Don,
Peter.
but Peter and Jeffrey
Dad.
and Spec.
Beck.
So they were all brothers. So
Yeah.
they
Five
would have
boys.
they would have
They
had
all
sons
had boys.
and grandsons and shit like that. So
All
Yeah.
that boys, you was the only girl.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for the £20 that you got paid for
Before.
from old Pop Fireland. He gave you £20 and you bought steak for Dad.
A what?
Steak for Dad, wasn't it?
Oh, I suppose so.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know.
Still waiting for the £20. That's what, $40.
$40.
Jeez, that's a lot of money.
a lot of money.
but that's the other thing. That's the other thing that I reckon times have changed with, which is money.
See that phone up there your mother gave me? They loading
What?
up hay there, man. Aren't they? Hay? Is it
Yeah.
hay?
Oh, that's one of the
Yeah, on the boat, see?
Yeah, that's
No,
what
that was
I
steamer.
mean. It would have been hard work back in those days
Oh,
doing that type of
God.
shit.
You don't know. You,
And
you,
Pop was a water bailiff, wasn't he, too?
Yes,
and he
he-
used to...
ride
Didn't
his
he
bike.
work on the... Did he go up to the snowy...
No, nothing
Up
like
to Hume Wither? Were you?
No, nothing like that.
He was
yeah.
out...
And he put that channel in
Yeah,
out here with
Yeah.
Boy Shuffle.
yeah.
Christ, that would have been hard work.
But
Because
they lifted them by hand, Matt.
those bales, they would have been...
Oh, they big bales.
They've been pretty bloody heavy, that's for sure.
Is that hay or wool, Matt?
I reckon
Hay,
it'd be
isn't it?
wool.
It's
yeah,
wool,
yeah,
I reckon.
it'd be wool.
I think it's wool.
Because
yeah.
they used to go up and pick up
Yeah.
all the wool from the farms, didn't
Yeah,
they?
that's right.
That's what the Echuca, that's what the wharf in Echuca,
Yeah.
that was the
Yeah.
big
They used to
bloody
load
thing
the
for it there.
wool there.
But,
Yeah.
no.
Apparently, too, used to happen down at the other place,
Swan or something.
at home. They used to have the paddle
yeah.
steamers used to come in the beach.
Yeah.
Apparently, all boats did need to load
yeah,
up
down
all the
south
wool.
west.
It's a
Down Warrnambool,
history.
that.
It's history.
Yeah,
You know?
a lot
That
of
Rail
history.
River could tell all the stories.
It's
yeah, I
taking a
reckon.
lot of people too, isn't
Oh,
it?
yes,
A lot of people are
years.
drowned in
A lot of
there.
people drowned.
Yeah.
But the old paddle steamers are still there. I mean, if you're interested, in,
Chuka's a real tourist.
if you're
attraction.
interested in paddle steamers and that's the place to go. Or Mildura or
Swan Hill.
Redmark. Swan
Yeah.
Hill, they don't do paddle steamer rides.
Yeah.
They have got a Pioneer
Yeah,
museum
they do
there,
one
though.
there. They do one there.
Do they?
Yes,
Oh.
they've been up there. I've been up there on the boat because we went on with the not the probers, the citizens.
But if you want to go on if you ever come to Chickamauga,
Yeah,
make sure you go on Emmylou. That's probably one of your
That's
biggest
the one to
history.
go on.
That's the history one right
that's
there.
history,
Because
right? Yeah.
Emmylou's been around since, 18...
Mary Ann, they used to call, didn't they?
Shit.
Mary Ann there too.
It's at least 100 years old.
Yeah, it'd be over 100 years old.
Yeah,
They come
at
from
least.
Swan Hill, didn't they?
Honey?
They come from Swan Hill way, didn't
I
they?
think.
They brought
I
it
should know
back.
because I read up on the history about it when I was there.
Not sure, but anyway.
I think it actually came from Mildura.
Oh, could be too.
Mildura
Yeah,
or something.
Mildura.
It might have been Swan Hill, but I think I'm pretty sure it came from Mildura.
But those blokes, they haven't made hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't notice any difference. They went out and they did make an honest pay.
Yeah.
They didn't
didn't
whinge
get
about.
much.
They didn't whinge about wanting sunscreen or a hat because
Or a
it's
day
too
off.
hot,
A day off.
or sunglasses because it's too hot and glary.
They just
No,
worked all in
you
that.
know what it was? It was 3 words. She'll be right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She'll be right, mate. No worries at all. Let's just get the work done.
They
Yeah.
are all
Who
right.
cares? She'll be
yeah.
right.
But yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
but
things have
people
changed.
don't know they're alive today.
No,
No.
Really, truly
and
don't.
really, honestly, there's not that many happy people either.
They're never happy
See-
because they want more.
See, that's
No, they don't know.
that's the thing too, right? But this is one thing I've always said to Mum, and I will stick to it to the day I freaking die. Money will not buy happiness.
No way. It's
I-
all
Hey, you can have all
yeah,
the money.
in China,
you can have-
but you can't be
I
happy.
mentioned me the word.
Oh,
Huh?
geez, don't mention China.
No, I'm just saying. That's just saying.
But-
You have all the money in China, but
You'll never
I
be
mean, happy.
You'll never be completely.
No.
It's like
that's
I'm
the
not,
old saying.
it's like I'm not going to quote the actual thing, but no, stuff it I will. But it's actually from a movie, Iron Man,
Yeah.
where the bloke actually says to Tony Stark, and it is very, very, very true. You have everything, but you have nothing.
Yeah, as long as you've got your happiness, that's the main thing.
No, but what he means by that is that you've got every single thing in the world. You're multi-billionaire, trillionaire, bloody whatever. But you've got no family, you've got nothing.
Got nothing. No, that's
You've got no
right.
happiness, you got nothing.
You got nothing. But some people get around with their lip down near the ground.
Yeah,
They don't smile.
yeah.
You got to pay for them to smile.
Well,
Yeah.
when we
Oh,
go to
no,
the
no.
city, we
it's-
play Pick the Smile now.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
telling you
don't
right now,
see too many smiling.
No.
You know,
They're
mate.
there today. You could pick them there today.
The biggest problem is today, though, they want that big house. They want the big, nice, flash car. And they are so mortgaged up to the hills that they can't afford to fart.
they can't afford to be happy.
No, they've got to work 7 days a week.
And they get tired, the poor things.
Yeah, no, I prefer to live
No.
in a bloody little house,
I prefer
have me health,
have me
and
health.
and just be happy with what I've got.
That's the main
That's
thing.
that's probably the big thing. Greed.
It is.
It is greed.
But there's a lot of
Times have
greed.
changed when it comes to greed.
Everybody
It's-
thinks about money. There's people I've worked
It's
with.
greed.
All they think about is money. And I said, yeah, but what if you go out this door now and hop in your car and go out the road and get killed?
Yeah.
I said, what happens to
Money's
all
no
that
good to
money
you.
you got? Nothing. Your kids fight over it.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not going to mention names or where I heard it from, but I got told that some certain people retired with millions and millions
Yes.
of dollars in their bank accounts. And guess what happened about 5 years later?
Yeah.
Poof! They hit the bloody bucket and they're dead.
Oh, they didn't
No,
do it,
there was
did they?
one where we're from, southeast Victoria, southwest.
Give it a time.
And he worked at the local factory for 45 years.
And you got paid out like
He
a couple
walked
mil or
out
something.
of the factory with $4.5 million.
Yep.
3 days later, he had a massive heart attack.
That's right, he
died.
too. He also he used to work at the local at the factory, and he also owned 2 farms.
Something like that.
He was a millionaire.
Never went anywhere.
Never done
I'm going to
nothing.
do this when I'm retired. I'm going to do that when I'm retired. And all he done was made a nice little nest egg for the rest of the family.
And
He
apparently,
done
Worked hard,
nothing.
killed himself.
Yep.
yeah,
You might as well say he killed
Yeah.
Yeah.
himself.
Which
Work-
is,
he worked
I
himself- he
reckon,
worked
I
himself to
reckon,
death.
go on your holidays every year if you can afford it.
yeah.
Have a holiday every year. When you retire,
We
you,
used to.
you can say,
We
all
used
right,
to.
I've done what I want to do.
Rebecca was done what he wanted to do.
Yep, and then sit back and
we
retire
used to come
comfortable.
home and say, where are we going next year?
Well, that's the whole thing.
That's what
right?
I do now. I'm saying, what am I doing? But until this virus is over, we can't do much at all.
But see, that's the whole thing, right? Pop and that, and you guys have worked your asses off all year until those cows dried
Yeah.
out. Well, let's bloody go out and let's reward ourselves. Let's treat ourselves with the work that we've done for this year. Piss off somewhere and enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, but you appreciate it.
Oh, yeah,
When you get out that gate,
yeah.
Yeah.
Until you come home, there's calves running around everywhere, and you think, oh,
Start
here
again.
we go,
Here we go
again. Chasing little
packing the
snots,
caravan up.
bloody getting little snots into the yard, and the bloody rain's pouring, and,
you're
mud
trying
up
to
to your
feed a calf.
knees, and
Put your hand in their mouth and bite your fingers.
oh, it was lovely. It was so
And
enjoyable.
I used to say, you drink your little swine. Or I'll drown
You
you.
little bastard.
I'll drown you. No, drown the calf. won't I?
But they were
Cows are
right.
shitheads.
They were good days, though.
Then I put them all on the cows then.
Yeah, but they were good days, though.
Yeah,
They were
good.
good days.
Because you knew
Oh,
what you
yeah.
had to do. That was the thing. You knew
Well-
you had to do it.
Well, it was like back when I was younger, when I was a young little pup. When I was as soon as I got, because my school holidays was around my birthday, and I remember what you said to me on my 10th birthday. Right, mate, you're 10 years old. Get in the bloody cow shed.
Yeah, well, you do it.
Start. What was my first job?
Spraying the
Spraying the
Your
tits,
tits, yeah.
the washing them,
washing them and spraying them.
and then
Yeah.
spraying them at the end with
With the red
the
stuff.
The
iodine stuff.
iodine.
Iodine stuff.
Keep the infections away.
Yeah, with the tits.
And
Yeah.
then after that, you got me to, because I was bigger than all yous. I used to go to the paddock, not the paddocks, into the wash and wash down the yards. And,
Usually are.
Yeah.
and then I got a bit older and I graduated up from the yard to the inside back into the bloody thing
did
and started
you?
milking cows.
You know what, Matt? When I was 10 years old, way back when, I used to get 10 cents a day to wash the yard.
I didn't get anything.
You got fed.
No, you,
Tenpence.
No, 10 cents.
10 cents, was
Yeah,
it? That's
yeah.
all.
no, you know what I got? A big, massive supply of 7,000 litres of milk that I was
know.
able to drink whenever
Yeah,
time I
milkshakes.
bloody wanted to.
Yeah.
that was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to go down every day for a drink of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, bloody oath.
But that's what
Oh.
you done for you
Keep.
the money.
But no, come on. The best thing was the cream.
Oh, yuck.
Doing the afternoon milkings and going there the next morning,
The
seeing
cream
the
sitting
thing
on the
still
top.
bloody rotating
Yeah,
all the
right.
cream on the top. Oh, I used to
Little
love it.
chunks of butter
There's
in the
my
bottom.
keys, eh? Yeah.
Eh?
My keys.
Yeah, I think they're over there somewhere.
Put them in the ashtray.
No,
Huh?
they're Matt's keys.
No.
Oh, they're over here.
Oh, yeah, put them in that ashtray. Yeah. Up there.
Is that an ashtray?
The crystal one. Yeah,
Sorry for the bang.
No, that's all right.
it's an ashtray.
But anyway,
But
we're
with
probably going to nearly wind this up.
yeah, we probably could. I just want to finish up what I used to do, but when I used to be milking in the
Oh,
mornings.
here we go.
Righto, go on.
We need to get a violin out now because he's worked so hard when he was a kid.
No, I actually loved it. I loved it. I loved it every single bloody second of it. I used to wake up thinking, okay, time to go to work. I used to love getting up and getting my bloody boots on and ready to go down the bloody thing with the go-kart or with the motorbike or push bike. Used
Walk
to get
down.
many, used to all walk down and start milking up the cows. But what I used to do when I used to start milking cows was Nana, he used to make me a hot Milo.
Yeah.
And then I used to have 2 egg in the holes.
Egg in the hole when you come
2
back.
egg in the holes in a cup of Milo before I went down to milk. I washed
when
down
you
the
come
yard.
back,
When you come home.
when you
Oh, when I
come
used to
back.
come home, that's
Yeah,
right.
you wouldn't eat breakfast before you went.
But what I used to do, I used to go down there, and this is the thing that people would never do today, is I used to go down there, and my auntie Teresa used to bring down a cup for me. She used to always used to have the Nesquik chocolate milk for me, ready to go.
Warm milk.
Warm milk, straight out of the tip. Used to go get me cup, go up to a cow that was just ready to go. Used to wash it with the water, get all the mud and shit off it.
Yeah, it was
Straight
good.
into the cup, put a bit of Nesquik on it, mix it around and drink it.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I used to come back home here and have me 2 egg and
In the
holes.
summertime, you used to have a cold milk.
Yep,
Milk.
cold milk. Oh, the heat off the cows. Oh, in the bloody in the afternoons.
Gee, it used to be hot, wasn't it?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was all right in the herringbone because even though it was warm in there,
Bit of
but
breeze
the
comes
old
through
the old cow shit on the other side,
Yeah.
we used to have to sit on a bucket to milk them to get them put the
Yeah.
machines on. That was fun though. I used to have a cow called Doris or Dorothy. I used to ride into the cow shed.
I should have really marked this down as how times have changed / telling old stories of the old days.
Yeah.
I should do. I should do something like this for that. for this
Yeah,
topic.
but yeah, that was good. Hated the bulls though. Hated the bulls.
Oh, do you remember that bloody one bull?
We had one bull down
Oh,
here. He
that
wouldn't let us
bloody
out of
bull.
the pit. He wouldn't let us out of the pit.
That's the one you used to throw hot water over,
Yeah,
wasn't
I
it?
did,
Because you
yeah.
had to get him out.
He wouldn't let the women. No, it's all right with the men. He wouldn't let the women out of the pit to chase him away.
we
He'd just stand there
we
and go,
weren't around, were we? Well, we were around at that
We told
time
him, yeah, probably would be.
because I remember there was one.
You had to watch them bulls, you don't trust.
There was one
Any
bloody
of 'em.
bull you never, because Pop always told us never go near that bloody bull, otherwise you'll charge you
I was
and
up the
you'll race
paddock
you.
one day on the motorbike going around the water
Yeah,
because I had to do it because it's
that was
over
one of
away.
those things you have to do. Yeah,
It shut off the gaps and that.
Yeah.
And he come over the motorbike and he wouldn't let me off. And I thought myself, anyway, I took off on the motorbike and he chased me.
yeah,
Anyway, I got away from him, to get off. And I just left the motorbike there.
yeah.
He stood around that motorbike all day,
I remember we used to do the hay, put the hay out in the winter
yeah.
time. And I reckon it was the same one. He used to come up with the trailer
and
and he'd lift the bloody trailer
yeah,
up.
that's be the same one.
He
Same
was
one.
mad.
He's mad. He went
Mad.
to sale.
Was that the same bull?
Frisian was.
Was that the same one where when Pop took one bull over, then came home with with the slaughtered beast and the same thing?
I don't really know.
Because that was the days I do remember. Is that Pop used to take a ball over.
Because
and-
old Tom Foster, he got gored by a ball. They rang up spec from the sale yards to bring it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had to load it and take it in straight. They didn't sell it. They shot it. You know.
Yeah, must have been pretty crazy.
Gored by a bull he was,
Yeah.
and the bull got him up against the rails.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
slammed his head
Well,
in.
you's got done down here too, didn't you?
Huh?
Not galled, but didn't you get pushed
Yeah,
up
what-
in
yeah,
behind
what
a
is
gate
it?
or something?
I expected, I think.
Yeah.
You got to
And-
watch
and
them
he-
though,
And he
They're
bloody
mad.
hated cows ever since.
especially all them
didn't he?
Jersey ones
No,
too.
the cows hated him.
The
He'd
cow.
walk in, he'd say something, and then they would crap everywhere.
So
Well,
you-
he's better off out of the cow shed.
so you-
One night he had to help me because Roo went away or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, he come here and he hurt his hand or something.
Oh,
He whined and whined that much. I said, "We'll go home."
Bloody bugger off.
That's the last time he went in the shed.
Yeah.
He would never milk him.
No, he was a dairy farmer.
A so-called dude.
Yeah, anyway, he was a
That's-
dairy farmer. He did a lot of other crap though. So
But he done a lot of other work as a gopher.
yeah,
Oh, the bloody planes.
go
And the old-
via Leachville, Cuna, Melbourne
Yeah, he used
to
to
go
go
and
to
buy
the
a
dead berries and
spanner.
milk and time.
Yeah.
Or
So-
if he'd go up and buy something up at Kew. Yeah,
I-
he used to go into bakers and buy stuff and never used.
I
Yeah.
remember that day when you said that you went to Sayars or something.
No.
And he kept on flicking his finger up.
No, he went to an auction.
Yeah, he's talking to this bloke
At an auction.
at a sale.
Yes.
Anyway, he went out there to have a look at the mower. Anyway, the bloke kept yelling at
Bids.
you know this.
Do the bids.
With back, he sort of moved his hat. He thought he was bitten, the bloke,
Yeah.
the auctioneer, but he wasn't. He was just talking. And it got knocked down to him, see? And he had to buy this stupid freaking mower.
Harrows.
Eh?
Harrows they were.
No, a mower.
Oh, was
a
it?
mower it was, yeah.
But he,
$800.
yeah, more than that.
No, it was $800.
He came home, he goes, oh,
He's freaking his hat.
I
The
bought
bloke
I
thought he's
bought a
bitten.
mower. Didn't need it.
Christ's sake.
You bloody idiot. What did you do that
Oh.
for? I would imagine.
We had to work our guts out to pay for the mower then on the cows. Jesus Christ. Oh dear. No.
But that was him.
That was just
He'd go up
Pop.
to the baker's there and he'd be talking and he'd picking up things and he'd put it in a bag and they bring it home.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't use the stuff. He put it in the shed. Oh, when he died, we had a good clean here.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, they were the days back then, and we used to love doing the farming work and that type of stuff, and doing the planes, filling up the dams. They were good days too.
Yeah, good days.
They
yeah,
were-
the
Oh, we had a
Good.
lot of fun though.
But what's more is where I learned how to drive a motorbike, a four-wheeler motorbike, and
Yeah.
where I learned how to drive them. Oh, I get that. You reckon they would still have those mushrooms out there?
No, not now. No.
No, because we
It's
haven't had
not enough rain.
we haven't had enough rain over the years to keep it.
We're damp, you know.
Yeah.
Keep it damp.
Oh, but those mushrooms, they used to. I remember.
That's Lake Cooper too. I was telling you about, didn't I?
Like Cooper.
Like Corop, I mean.
like
Where
corrupt.
today?
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
to
there you
catch-
go, Mum. We found out what it was.
Alley Cat said it was Lake Corop.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, right. Well, there you go. Oh, it was a lake then. It wasn't
Yeah,
actually
that's
a
what I
creek,
said. It was
a
lake. No, it's a lake.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
asked Alley Cat what it was when coming back to Rochester, sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, I said, what was
Yeah.
the water all down there? And he said it was a Lake Corop. That
Yeah.
is.
Yes,
Yeah.
we were for
I
a
didn't
drive
see any
today, so-
sign.
Yeah.
No,
Might have been up further.
unless you went down that way.
Unless we turn right. And
No,
went
we
right
can't.
down
We
the
would
road.
turn left.
Yeah, but I
Coming
mean,
to
if you
Rochester.
went right,
If
you
we
went
went
down.
right,
We
would've-
would've ran
would've
into
seen
the-
it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think.
So, but anyway,
But so what? So what probably would be one of the biggest things that actually has changed out of everything, like from when you
I
were a
reckon,
girl to when Mum and you were starting to be a girl.
Well,
I reckon it's
wages.
wages and the kids.
The kids have just gone. Kids have got. We used to be. We used to be told by mother here. Sometimes my brother and I say, "Oh, we're bored. Geez, we're bored." And Mum would say, "You've got
Same thing.
250 acres. There's something you can do. Get outside."
And do something.
So we used to have to get outside. But I even say now, when the kids come over, And especially one of them, she'll say, "Oh, I'm bored," and she'll just look at me and she'll go, "Uh-oh, okay, what do I have to do?" And same with the other one in there. He's always, "Oh, I'm bored," and then he goes, "Oh, no, I'm not," because
Respect still
there's
lives
no
on.
such thing as being bored. There's always something to do.
Yeah. Well,
But
it's up to-
respect all lives on, because I remember him saying that to us too. There's
Yeah.
always a job to be done.
There's always something
But-
to
There's
be
always a job to be
Well,
done.
especially at home, we've got trampoline, we've got PlayStations, we've got
Foxtel,
Foxtel,
Netflix,
got
Stan.
Netflix.
Yeah, they get
we've
sick
got
of
all
it.
that,
They
but
get sick of that though.
and they just go,
Yeah.
"We're bored." So, you take them out for the day. Now, this is the difference, too. You can take them out, like we took them to Adventure Park in Geelong back at Christmas time. And between all of us, like there was 4, 5 kids, 2 adults.
Kids.
Oh, we took an extra kid. Who was the extra kid?
I'm not going to say.
No, we won't say, but there's an extra child that went with us.
It
And
was a friend of one of ours.
yeah.
But that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
we won't say any more
I
than
don't,
that.
I don't want to name. There's nothing,
No.
nothing
No,
wrong. I just
no.
want to keep their
No,
privacy.
they're privacy. You don't have to say
No,
names.
no.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
But like that particular day, I spent $400.
Well,
Well, I did. Yeah. Anyway, the next day they got up and they said, "What are we doing today?"
Oh God.
And I said,
Oh,
"Well,
yeah. I'm sorry, Mum,
And
but
as
I have to
well-
say this. I was so pissed off when they said that to you.
because I
Oh,
thought, well,
man.
we had a big day out yesterday.
They expected.
We used to get excited when we went to the movies once a week, or
I'm going to have a biggie.
or once a fortnight. We used to get excited,
I'm going to have a biggie. You want a biggie?
didn't we?
Yeah, one.
Mother.
One, yeah.
Oh,
We used to get excited about that.
Yeah.
Mum,
the
you want a
pictures.
biggie?
No, I'm going to have a lamington in a moment. Sorry, people.
There's lamingtons in Silly.
I'm going to have a cup of coffee and a lamington.
Yeah, I want one.
Well, there's one carrot cake missing.
Anyway, so but
What is it?
they just
One of the carrot
expect,
cake
It's
pieces in there
inside.
missing.
It is.
but they expect you to entertain them every day, though.
yeah, but they
You
can't
don't
entertain
have.
themselves.
No, they don't know how to play.
They don't know how to play
They
nowadays.
don't have to play anymore.
Thank you. We used to climb trees and that, all that stuff.
Well, that's
and
what we done.
Get,
That's what
get
we
the
done
eggs
too.
and blow them and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we used to do all that type of shit. as
I
well when we were
remember.
kids.
I remember over the old farm. Used to, and I think it's still kind of there. I don't know if they've actually moved it. Remember at the back of the big sheds, there's that old car or ute or
Yeah,
whatever it
that's
was.
all gone now.
Bloody Rue and I used to play on there all the time, pretending we're driving places
Yeah, that's right.
for hours.
Yeah, I spent hours there.
See, well,
But now,
the whole thing is, Mum, and Nana too. When was me and my brother Nathan? When were we ever inside when we were here?
no, because
We would never inside.
Pop would have you doing something,
Yeah,
or Nana would
yeah.
just say, "Get out and play,"
And we
Oh.
did.
or you'd just be up, running
No,
up
but-
and
no, but
down,
we did.
running up and down the
No,
driveway
yeah,
with a rake.
With the
But
bloody-
anyway,
Yeah, that was when I was young. and I
used
was
to grade the
hyperactive.
roads.
actually, Emma mentioned that the other day.
Yeah, back when
Oh, she did too.
She
Run-
said
run
something
up
about the rake and
Yeah,
running up and
he
down.
ran up hours and hours.
Yeah,
Then I used to, when they were little, a bit littler, I used to lock them in the crate. Do you remember that?
yeah.
I
Emma,
had to 'cause
Emma
of the
mentioned that too.
channel,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And well, your mother went to work and if anything happened, well, I'd be the worst in the world.
yeah.
And why? I said, people said, "Yeah, you're cruel." I said, "No, I'm
No,
not."
not really.
I said, "That's where they."
well, you'd be put up these days if you done that,
yeah, but I mean, that's where the safe
Wouldn't ya?
part was.
wouldn't you?
If I know where they were,
Yeah.
they couldn't
At
open
least
the
they
gate.
kind of turned out kind of half normal kids. But today, you done that, it's assault. You're not allowed to smack your kids anymore. I don't agree with belting your kids. I don't
I don't
believe
agree
in
with that
bashing
either.
your kids.
Well,
There
people go
is
too
a
far.
difference.
But,
There is a difference.
and there's another one big difference too now, is that when we were kids, we had to respect
Nothing
people,
today.
anyone.
What is respect now, Mum?
But
Nothing.
like, even now, I call particular friends of, the family really, Mr. and Mrs. B. I won't say their names. I call them Mrs. B. Still today,
Manners.
but that was
See-
that's
the
what
way
you were
you've been
told.
brought up. Well,
It was
that's
always
right, though.
Mr. and Mrs. blah blah, not how you going, Jack, or how you going, Mary. But it's
See,
always
Well,
Mr.
well,
or
even the kids
Mrs.
call their mother and father, or Glenda and Wayne, or whatever they are.
Yeah,
They call them by name
I
now.
like
Yeah.
used to
No,
call mine
Nana.
Jeffrey all the time. But
or Jackie Wacky.
Oh,
Oh,
Uncle,
that's different. That
Uncle
was
Jackie Wacky, but that was just being a bit of fun with my uncle.
He loved that.
And
too.
my nanny used to say, "It's Uncle Don to you." And I said, "No, it's Jackie Wacky."
What was Jackie Wacky?
Yeah, I don't know why, but
What was Jackie
anyway.
Wacky?
But the bit no, I still say
it's
the
all
biggest.
changed.
It's just
Yeah,
no
it is.
respect,
There's no respect now, no manners.
and kids will run over you before they.
And what I can't stand about a kid either, they sit there and listen in. And they should be outside playing. That's where they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is too is that
They know too much too.
Yes,
where. So I'm
they
not,
get taught that.
see, I'm not going to defend nothing on here either. But what I will say is, where do they go? Because
There's not many.
No, but this is the thing, right? I'm not going to offend. Like I said, I'm not going to offend no one. Like back when we were all kids, we had this little thing called imagination.
Oh, they got nothing now.
Well, if you okay, I'm going to say this for a sec. If I send a certain kid outside right now,
Yeah.
dump him out in the bush, like me and Nathan used to do, he wouldn't know what the hell to do.
No, they
you
wouldn't. They wouldn't know what to do.
Me and my brother,
'cause
we
they
used,
don't
we used to
listen.
we used to bloody play for hours.
Yeah.
We used to play like an army game. Like Nathan used to take over the tip,
Yeah.
and we used to be over here. We used to play with Joe and say, "Oh, you're shot dead,
You
bang!"
ruined when they used to have old bits of box. They expect you to cut a gun out of that.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
A gun, make out it was a
Yeah.
gun.
But just play.
They just run around and shoot each other.
Yeah.
Well,
You know?
well, do you remember the times when we used to ride our bikes for miles and miles on end?
Yeah, oh yeah, well that's right.
I just had a thought. I remember the year for Christmas, Santa made a boo-boo, gave me a set of phones.
Oh yeah.
And I said to Roo, "Here you go. You have the other phone." So I used to ring him up in the middle of the night and say, "Roo, you asleep?"
See the phones.
Yes. Oh, okay. Good night.
Wasn't they two ways?
Yeah, you had the two phones with the finger and you do your dial your numbers, whatever,
oh, yeah,
muck
something
around.
like that.
And then you had the big long cord. It's
Yeah.
actually a bit like the cup with a cord.
We used to have, when we were kids, we used to put one in each room
Yeah.
and have a bit of old string going to room to room.
Yeah.
And you make out you on the phone.
Yeah.
You know?
I got to say something in a minute, but yeah, keep going.
But anyway, we used to have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I used to ring Roo up all the time.
That was another comparing. Oh, Jesus. And certain kids are very guilty of this too. When me and
Lot of
Nathan
fun.
were younger, when we were teenagers, what was invented when we were all teenagers? Which is very big today.
Phones.
Cold, but what else? What do we use on the phones?
I don't know.
A thing called the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, do you remember a certain thing that we had to do every single freaking time that we had to go on the internet?
Oh, yeah.
We had to dial.
Dial up. Oh.
That famous bloody... I can't play it because of the classes copyright or some bullshit, but that old... Like, people who know,
The
they
dial-up
know
sound.
the dial. And no, you can probably talk about this too, because every time you try to ring us, you get the same bloody
Because
tone.
we'd be on the internet.
Because we used to be on the internet.
Oh,
It's a bit different now.
Now, the internet used to be that bloody slow now. It used to, I was able... I remember Mum, she had to load up some... page for emails or something, because I think you started going
Yahoo.
on to email. Yeah, Yahoo.
yeah.
Still on Yahoo. Oh, no, I'm not on there, but
I think you had to look up some form of emails that because someone was sending you something
I
about
don't know.
triplicating or you're doing,
whatever.
and Mum was able to get up, go onto the other side of the house because it was a big house at the time that we were in. Make a cup of coffee, make a sandwich,
Yeah.
or make something, come back to the computer, and it was just already half loaded.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
but now it's
It's
loaded
like
up in about
ding.
2 seconds.
But as soon as that net goes out, what happens?
Yeah. Place
It's-
goes mad.
It's like the bloody world's going on in a freaking apocalypse.
That's the problem nowadays. I think we're relying too much on technology. Remember, even though Mum was, remember when you used to have to dial up the
Honey line.
the phone person. What do you call them? Operator.
The operator, that would have
And
been the
our
same
number
type of thing.
was 78. 78.
So what
You had to ring up the operator. You used to ring up and
No,
say,
you used to say your number because.
"Can you connect me to 61?"
61 or 2.
To ring up,
or
say
something like
to
that.
say if I was ringing.
Well, you go on.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
We used to ring
yeah.
leads for, and old Herb Hawken was in there at the moment.
Hey, Nana, can you just come a bit more closer to the mic, or can you? You're right.
We used to ring up the old Leedsville post office, and a bloke used to, or the old lady used to put us. They had phones that they plug in
Yeah.
plugs,
Yeah.
and when you finish, they put the latch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they pull out the plug, you're finished. You know.
Imagine the amount of conversations they would have heard.
Oh,
Oh
all they
man.
Eh?
that's all they done.
Yeah. Your sister was one too, wasn't she?
Yeah, she did in Melbourne though.
Well, we
Yeah.
actually knew
They call them
someone who used to be like that one too.
telepathers.
Yeah.
That's what they
Who?
call them, telepathers.
Oh.
That's what they call them.
I remember they used to be called cable girls.
No, telepathers.
But that was as early as I can remember for phones, and then it
And
got
then up
into
at Patho, where Spec used to live up
Oh, with the
there,
old.
they used to have one on the wall, a big wooden one,
yeah.
and used to ring 3 times. That was Spec's. They'd answer it. If it rang one, it's someone else's, a party line, they call it.
Right.
And the Poxons were 2. There's 3 on that line. There's
Okay.
Firelands 3 and Poxons 2.
But they have the old wooden one with the hole.
yeah, hello.
Oh,
You used to
Gee, I don't
used
have
to
one
flick
of
down
them
the.
now.
the old phone.
Used to flick down the old speaker. Used to have the thing
Yeah.
go, hello, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you used to lift it off the hook.
Yeah,
Remember?
the speaker. The
Yeah,
speaker
yeah,
bit.
no, the
hearing
earphone.
bit.
Yeah.
used to
You
flick
hang
down the
it. You
speaker.
hang it up on the hook.
Very similar to that scene.
Jeez. Oh, the Greenacres, when he
Yeah.
goes up the
Yeah,
pole for his
Greenacres.
phoners.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a great show, Green.
Yeah. But I remember those, the phone we used to have to wind it up
Oh yeah, that one.
and
up
then
on
say,
it.
can you connect this to blah, blah.
And you in the old Keller Williams was on at the time.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah.
And he'd work out on the exchange. They call
Well,
it.
didn't you used to do that just to send electrical charge?
No,
charge it?
it charged up the phones,
Yeah.
I suppose. I don't know.
No, that's just to ring the post office.
Yeah.
And you say I want 88 things or
Or 62
8806
or whatever.
or something.
Yeah.
And he'd say yeah, but you plug
I
it in.
can remember them.
You just plug it in. When you're finished, the plug would pop out.
I can
Here's the post
still, I
office,
can
you
still
know?
remember
Yeah.
that.
You know.
That's the
in
thing I was
old-
going to ask you. Did you ever get charged for those phone calls? Those
yeah,
phones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
You
much?
always had a phone bill,
Yeah.
How much?
but I don't know. I don't know at the time. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
Oh, it wouldn't have been to know as much as what some phone bills are
Well,
today.
it would have been
It all depends how much you use your
at the time. It would have been probably a big bill, but it probably was jack shit really compared to these
yeah.
days. But
I don't
that
really
was
know. But you had to pay,
a TV license.
yeah, TV wireless
a
license.
TV
No, we didn't
wireless
have
license.
TV.
No, but when you had the TV, you had to do a license,
Yeah,
didn't
but
you?
you had the wireless license too.
Yeah.
What,
So much a year.
No shit. Yes, yeah, I used to be able to actually pay for a license to watch
Yeah, they
Zoo TV and
know.
that.
To hear the TV wireless, had to pay for. He had a license for the wireless license.
Yeah. Well, I think over in England, I think they still actually pay for the TVs. TV license, I was told.
Not
Really?
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
No shit.
Rosie told me.
Who pays in Ireland?
I'm not sure about Ireland, but in England they still pay it.
Oh, well, they could. I don't know.
Unless I'm wrong, let me know.
I don't know. I don't
But
know.
pretty sure that's the way it was. But
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
it's just that even just through the phones. When we were last at Canberra, we went up to the Telstra lookout,
Oh, the Telstra Tower bit there, yeah.
and all the different phones that had been used even before I was here.
Yeah.
But it was unreal.
I would love to actually go back up there just to see it all again and actually take photos, because last time I was up there, I wasn't able to take really any photos.
Where was that? At the-
Telstra Tower in
In
Canberra.
Canberra.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't go
I-
now though. They're too cold.
Yeah, it's winter here at the moment.
Don't be a weekend of that one.
Freezing.
It's a 0 all the time.
Yeah, well, we had frost this morning, didn't we?
No, freezing. But that's one main thing it's changed, I reckon. Wages,
Wages all cheap.
attitude,
Yeah.
Banks,
lack of respect of people.
They got no respect now.
Just
And,
Yeah.
and that's the other thing too. We're not whinging or all that type of shit. That's why I wanted
No,
to get. That's
but
why. That's why I wanted to get the two of yous on here, because this is 3 generations of people who will give their opinions of what has changed in this time.
no, there's not disrespecting anyone. This is just the way the world is now.
Yeah.
But I just think they can bring the respect back, though.
Big manners back too.
Yeah, manners. But you look at the kids today,
Yeah, but they just...
again, going to school, especially the preppies
but-
up to about year 7 or 8. They're all now the non-smacked kids. And like
And
I
they
said,
are little bastards,
and
I'm sorry
I,
to say.
like I say, I don't agree with belting kids or bashing them or
No,
whatever.
no.
But I mean, they can, and the kids that go off
Discipline.
in the discipline
Discipline.
of kids that go off in supermarkets,
Oh,
all because
yeah.
they want a lolly.
Yeah, but the
That's
stupid
bullshit.
supermarkets too. They got lollies right on the kids.
Doesn't matter. You should be able to say no. You're not having one of
my kids
them.
have got lollies every time they went
No.
out.
Hey, we never did too.
And they've got
We
lollies.
used to say, I can't remember, we used to say all the time, oh, can we have a lolly?
Well,
no,
every Saturday
okay.
night, so we could go to cricket. He said, "What do you want this week?" We said, "A bowl of orange, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Leather, and 3 cherry ripes or something, wasn't it?
No. Eskimo pie.
Eskimo pies.
I will say now that you might not be able to hear
And you're not
now.
allowed to carry call them Eskimo pies anymore.
No.
They've been changed.
Just
Are they?
Yes.
hang on, guys, hang on. You might not be able to hear me now very clearly much anymore. Oh, you'll be able to hear it, but I should be able to post this up a little bit more because she's laid back and she's not too comfortable as she was. So you gotta let the old girl get comfortable. You know, you look like you're half asleep. But yeah, as you were saying about the Eskimo pies, so that's
But
what,
that was our treat on a Saturday night.
Right.
Yeah.
One bowl of orange drink
Drink.
and Eskimo pie.
Yeah.
I bet you they were freaking big. And that's the other thing I'm going to mention.
Bigger.
Too. Food.
Bigger.
That's probably the
they're
next thing that's going to be
Bigger.
Eskimo pies, you know.
Yeah.
They're not an Eskimo pie anymore. They changed them.
Yeah.
What are they now? Oh,
It's something else. They're
No,
not
I
Eskimo
reckon they're
pies.
still an Eskimo.
Because it's against the
Offends the Eskimos.
offensive case.
Really?
Oh,
Eskimos.
really?
Really?
Oh, there's, you know the little lollies?
Yeah.
You just talk about it.
Oh, yeah,
Black
yeah.
monkeys.
This is just recently,
No,
guys.
Chicos.
This is just
Chicos.
recently. Redskins and
And
Chicos, I think they're called.
Chicos it is.
They're like brown lollies.
Little
Now-
red mummies, isn't it?
Now,
Yeah, little babies.
So,
Yeah, they. This pissed me off. Actually, to be honest, this happened last week. I think
Just-
last
last week on the
couple of
news.
days actually.
Stupid.
Now I remember watching this thing on YouTube, and there was Americans tasting Australian foods, Australian lollies, and they had Chicos. Oh, look at this! This is racist because it's a little human baby. It's a little black human baby.
They're not even black, they're brown.
Brown. They're
They're,
brown.
they're chocolate flavored,
Yeah,
but
but it's called brown skins, don't they?
Huh?
Brown skins.
Yeah, redskins too, which is
Redskins. have
they've been
been-
around.
difference?
They've been around for years and years and years.
But I honestly don't think that the creators of the Redskins said, "Oh well, let's call them Redskins because we'll offend the Indians." Or let's call
Yeah, what's it
let's call
do,
these
though?
other things Chicos because we might offend the black people. I don't think they really thought about that, did they?
No. Just leave things alone.
That's what I said.
It's like
What time is it?
they cooked 11.
Is it really? Or they-
Well, actually, no, I'm going to tell you this. We've been going on for 1 hour 37 minutes.
Heavens above.
Yeah. So
This is actually my longest episode I've ever done.
we might have to wind it up then.
Yes, I reckon, because it's getting a bit late. But mate, well, we could talk.
We've got to
about
go to get the old girl to bed.
we could talk about this type of
Oh,
shit
not
for
this
hours.
early.
We could talk about this shit for hours, couldn't we?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's right.
Hours.
It goes on and on and on. You remember everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember, most of it.
Yeah.
But no, it's really has changed.
Comes here after
and
all.
just yeah.
Yeah. Also, when Rue and I at the back of the old place over the channel, there was two in the backyard. There was the paddocks, of course, and there was these two trees. They were like hanging down or something. We used to use them as horses.
Yeah, right, David.
Horses.
We used to,
Yeah, that's right.
Riding on the
Camels,
horse.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
because Dad never allowed us to have a horse, and I hate them anyway.
I didn't like horses.
Nothing against horses, I just don't like them myself. I don't like them.
Don't
But
like
do you
horses.
probably ever like horses or not?
No, I don't either.
I can remember when Rue
They
got
wanted horse.
married, Teresa wanted to get a horse, and
I said,
Dad just said, no,
Not on this bloody farm. I would
nah,
definitely
nah.
would think.
no.
No bloody horses here.
That takes up a cow's food.
Yeah, and he just didn't like the horse. I didn't like horses either.
I dare say you would have had some form of like bit of a experience with them or bad.
The kids wanted a horse. I said no.
Nope.
Did you seriously want a horse?
No, I
Mum?
didn't want a horse.
Oh,
My horse was a motorbike.
Bruce kids did, but they only looked at it.
Yeah, the
Wouldn't look
kids.
at it for 5
What?
minutes. They'd
Are
been-
you talking about?
Melissa and Emma wanted a horse.
They wanted a horse.
they
I
want a
said
horse?
no. They're not coming in this far.
Yeah, no.
No.
Put my foot
But anyway.
down too.
But no, but I didn't want one. I just liked the little Yamaha motorbike. It was good.
Yeah, little Yamaha.
Little posty bike.
You ever got that
The
still,
go-kart.
have you?
Huh?
Little Yamaha?
No,
You sold it, did you?
no, I haven't got it.
Where is it then?
No, it was still here. I didn't get that posty
Oh,
bike.
hang on.
Eh?
You talking about the 4-wheeler?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still at our place, but it's wrecked now.
Yeah,
Because
it's-
Nathan didn't do nothing about
You
it.
didn't do nothing. Sorry, Nathan, but no, you didn't do nothing.
It's
That's
wrecked now.
That's Mum's opinion, not mine. But yeah, I reckon we'll wrap this up, guys. We've been going on for about.
Sorry we
over-
probably bored you, but
No,
yeah,
no,
this is what happened.
This is just bloody. It's just telling stories of the old days. This
Yeah.
is one of those things, and yeah,
Well, see you next time.
yes.
We'll
Thank
see you next time. Bye.
So, what? Well, I'll be going home because I'm actually haven't finished yet, guys. So, well, I can still hear you in the headset. But I'll be going home. I'll be going back to my studio tomorrow, and all the rest of the shit. These two are twits.
dress him up there.
I'll tell you what.
You twit.
But yeah, I'll get me Nana back on here once again, and that. Then, but this time I'll be over the phone. You'd want to come back on here, wouldn't you, Nana?
Yeah.
I'll ring up on you on the phone.
See if she wakes up in the morning.
I wake too early this morning, I think.
Oh Jesus!
Wake up at daylight.
Yeah,
Out of bed, up.
might get you on here to talk about the old farming days.
Oh,
Man, how
Nah.
farming has changed.
next time you come up, mate.
Yeah, something like that. But
All right, good night.
yes, I'll
Good
catch
night. I'll see you.
you later. What?
Bye-bye.
Got cross-eyed at the freaking microphone. Singing at the dog. You're like, what the?
Just we can't take photos.
Yeah.
Thank God we don't do videos of
Good
this stuff.
night.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll catch you later on.
Bye.
So that's it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to give me a review and rate it. It's very much appreciated. If you want to get in contact with me, make sure you head over to my Facebook page at Mad Edwards Media, which you can send me a message at. If you also want to donate, go over to my PayPal account, which is in the show notes. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you for the next one. See you later.